Hello, welcome back to Epichorrorfans. It's been a while since we've done a review on here, and I just want to apologize to everybody for us taking so long to do this review. But we're here. We're finally reviewing Wolf Creek Season 2. And I'm here with JT.
It's been a long time.
I'm here with JTISREBORN, and I'm going to start off with him. What did you think of Wolf Creek Season 2?
Wolf Creek Season 2, I'm kind of more like, I think it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just okay. It's fine. I mean, it's nothing really all that amazing or nothing all that like terrible. I'm just in the realm that I'm like, yeah, it was okay. I think it's because I'm so tired of Mick Taylor. I like this. The guy who plays him does a good job being like as much of a piece of shit character as humanly possible. I mean, they've built this guy up to be the most unlikable piece of shit villain I think I've seen in maybe of all time in a movie. Like a villain that I want to see get their comeuppance so bad. And I'm just waiting for this character needs the most satisfying death in like movie or TV history. And it's getting annoying at this point. I'm like, okay, you've set this guy up to be the most horrible human being imaginable. Like this guy needs to get killed off. He needs to die at some point in the show or movies. I'm so sick of him. I just want him to get his comeuppance already. I wanted to go out like a blaze of glory, you know what I mean? Like the most satisfying death in TV or movie history. And I want something completely definitive, no cliffhangers, no nothing like that. I think it's just gotten to me at this point. I'm like, I watched this guy do so many horrible things, mutilate women, mutilate children, mutilate guys, mutilate animals, and just do it and be such a sick, sadistic son of a bitch time and time again. I just want to see him get his comeuppance. And it's just kind of the same thing. I'm like, it's not really an unpredictable season because I'm kind of just, although the only thing I really like that they added this season was they explained he has kind of a supernatural aura to him. I mean, the Aborigines that are there do some weird chants, and then it seems like it really incapacitates him to some sorts because like he has some sort of supernatural abilities to him. Like he has a weakness. It's the Aborigine chanting or the prayers have some effect on him that weakens him. So and potentially able to kill him. But
the interesting thing about Season 2 is this was his original idea for the original movie, but they didn't have the budget to make it with the tour bus and everything, so they couldn't actually make this be the original movie. So what we're getting is his original idea in this season. So I thought that was cool that we're actually getting what he originally wanted to do. Like
yeah, it is cool. I mean, it's shot well. It's directed pretty well. And once again, the guy who plays Mick Taylor, John Jarrett, once again, is great as always. Like he just owns this role with a passion. Like he's great in the role. He's too good in the role because like they made him so. I hate this guy so much. I just want to see him.
You know what I love about this season is that there's a fine line between intense horror and also comedy. There's some scenes in here that are really fun.
Yeah,
like when he's driving the bus and he gets continue.
Oh no, there's that one guy who just really awkward with him. You can tell Mick really hates the guy.
Yeah,
he's really chubby guy, and he was just like so awkward and uncomfortable. But yeah, fuck Mick Taylor, man. This guy's such a prick.
The comedy between him and that guy is hilarious.
No, the comedy there was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I think season 1 though was a bit stronger overall. I mean, you had the lead actress in season 1. What was her name? Was it Lucy Fry? If I recall, it's been a while. Yeah, it was her. She was a lot more of an interesting lead, I'd say, than like the ones that we had in this season. I think because it solely focused like on her throughout the first season, and she almost kind of like outwits him a bit. But in season 2, you have a much larger cast, so it takes a lot more to get into like the whole cast of characters because it's kind of just like they're just really just set up for Mick to go out and kind of do his thing again. And the only really interesting thing I feel like it added this season was, the supernatural angle, because I'm always like, how is this guy not dead? And then we kind of get that added to it, and we kind of get a little bit more insight into why things are there. And there was also another serial killer. It kind of reminded me a bit of the TV show Hannibal with multiple serial killers.
And the cool thing about this was we actually got to see the tunnels and like how Mick gets around and stuff. We got to see like the inner workings of how he kills all these people and like tortures them, and how he's not able to get caught. It's all explained in the season, which is cool. And I love the whole like tour bus aspect to it, because it lends a lot of comedy, but then it's a totally different idea from all the other Wolf Creek stuff, which is cool. Because I think that the TV series really dives into like different ideas. I love how each iteration of Wolf Creek is different. Like the Wolf Creek the first Wolf Creek movie is so different from the Wolf Creek 2.
Yeah, I'm not really a huge fan of the first Wolf Creek. I felt like it was just kind of torture. But Wolf Creek 2 was kind of like a chase movie, and I like that aspect of it. Like somebody who's like constantly outwitting Mick like throughout the film, and like Mick actually does let the guy live because he kind of deemed him a bit worthy. But with the TV show, it's kind of the same thing. I'm like, this fucking piece of shit guy just keeps killing.
You know what's interesting though? They've already greenlit Wolf Creek season 3, and there's going to be a third movie. So I'm kind of wondering how they're going to connect everything to Wolf Creek season 2. But let's talk about all the stuff that happens in season 2. Tell them all the different things that happen.
Well, season 2, there's just kind of like I am trying to remember like all the little bits and pieces. Well, originally it was the tour bus angle. We had the first tour guide, like the real Australian guy. He's really friendly. He runs into Mick at like a gas station, and he's trying to be friendly, and Mick's just kind of being. Mick kills him eventually. He was an asshole to him the whole point.
And he pretends that he's the new tour guide who took over.
Yeah, and everyone just stupidly believes it. I mean, let's face it, there's a lot of kind of idiots out there. But then again, Mick's like in his element. And like he's just like, you can't stop this guy. Just the motherfucker gets away with it again. I'm so sick of it. I'm like, because season 2 came out the end of 2017, like started 2018. Where is season 3? Shouldn't it have been here by now, or they kind of stopped it, or?
Oh no! Well, I'm not too sure because I know that there's going to be let's talk about where season 2 ends, because people are going to be on their seats about you know what? I've talked to my friend Spider Jack Angel about what he thinks the ending means, and he said that he thinks that the text message that she's sending, the person in the desert, is actually Lucy Fry's character from season 1. Do you think that's true?
Yeah, it's possible, because at the end of season 1, if I recall, she they show like the mixed truck speeding down the road, and she got picked up, if I recall, by someone along the way. I mean, it's been a while since I watched season 1, but
well, she's sending a text, and we think that the text is connected to Lucy Fry's character. And the reason why Lucy Fry wasn't in this season was she was busy filming Bright 2, because she plays the elf in that. If you ever seen Bright on Netflix, and she was busy then, so she couldn't be in season 2. But there are rumors that she's going to be in season 3. So it'd be cool if they connected season 1 and 2 and 3, and we get a full circle, hopefully.
Yeah, full circle, and then just maybe end it with the movie or something. But Mick Taylor cannot win at the end. He has to pay for such a horrible person that he is. You know what I mean?
I'm just wondering how they're gonna
kill him off.
No, I'm wondering if they're making season 3 and a third movie. I'm wondering how all that stuff's gonna connect. You know what I mean? It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I think the show is better than the first movie. I did like Wolf Creek 2 though, because Wolf Creek 2, like I said, it started out kind of like the similar things, but really just got into that chase aspect. And the TV show goes more into Mick Taylor. I mean, he is an interesting character. I just hate this guy so much.
What's nice about season 2? It's only 6 episodes, so it doesn't take you a long time to watch it. And honestly, I actually really liked it, because I love how the Outback is its own character, and I love how all these characters have to work together, but they all kind of hate each other.
Yeah, because you had the husband and wife. You had the one guy who turned out to be a psychopath.
Yeah, there's a guy who's a psychopath.
Yeah, what was it? His name Brian.
Yeah, and he's like, I know a killer when I see one. Remember?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he tells it like it is.
Oh yeah, and there's lots of explosion, a lot of things blow up in this season. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, a lot of things get blown up.
Yeah, which is cool. And I enjoyed actually. I like I like Lucy Fry's character a lot. I think she standed out in season 1, but I feel like season 1 in parts of it kind of dragged, and I feel like season 2 doesn't drag as much as season 1.
Right. It's weird because I think season 1 has the strongest lead with Lucy Fry, but season 2 is definitely paced a lot quicker. It's kind of like the Wolf Creek movies 1 and 2. See, the first Wolf Creek movie I don't really like. I think it's just kind of torture, and that's just not enough for me to get invested. But Wolf Creek 2 has the chase aspect to it, like a game, like it's almost like a Wile E. Coyote Roadrunner cartoon where they're just kind of like back and forth, just kind of like out with each other. Like the coyote's like almost there, and then he just misses them barely or something, kind of like that. Just a simple chase movie, just like a back and forth of outwitting each other. And I like when two lead characters are like constantly like in a battle of wits and skills and just barely surviving and just getting past them. He's just kind of like in the second Wolf Creek movie, you had that one guy who was just like, aha, I escaped from you. And then Mick comes back with something else, just keeps throwing stuff at him, but he keeps getting out of the way. See, I like that one.
And they also kind of implied that Mick raped him. But I mean, it's kind of implied because he has like a little like thing that's in his pocket and it says "you're fucked" or something. Remember?
No, I think that was just. I don't think Mick did that to him because Mick just does piece of shit things to people in general. Like he's.
I mean, I'm not sure if he did get raped or not, but he might have. So I don't know.
If it didn't happen.
Kind of implied that Mick was a rapist in season 2, if you remember.
Wasn't he in the movie though? It's been a long time. I thought he did do something horrible like that.
Yeah. Well, it's implied. I don't know if he really did rape him or not. I mean,
no, I meant in the movies. It's like I said, it's been so long since I watched them, but I thought he did do something like that to someone, or at least attempt to. So he might have. To my knowledge, I can't confirm or deny.
He's a very sick person, so it's hard to know if he did or not. You know what I mean? Like
right. Like Mick Taylor is the biggest piece of shit villain I think I've seen in a long, long time. Like he's so unlikely. He's such a despicable human being. He's not like he has some comedy there to him. I think it's just because I'm just so sick of him winning that it's gotten to me. I'm like so invested in watching this, wanting to see this guy lose, and I'm so tired of like it ending just like him just getting away time and time again.
He's basically the evil version of Crocodile Dundee. I mean, that's basically
And man, see, let's get Paul Logan in season 3, Crocodile Dundee versus Mick Taylor. Crocodile Dundee whoops his ass.
or yeah, that'd be awesome, dude. I'll be totally down with it.
I just want this guy to lose already. I mean, for God's sakes.
So out of 10, I mean, what would you rate season 2?
I'd say 6.5 out of 10. That's like slightly above average. So
did you get that first season a higher rating? I can't remember. I think you might have.
I don't know, because like I said, I was more invested in the lead Lucy Fry from like season 1's character as opposed to this one. But this one has more cast of characters, and I mean both seasons they're directed well, they're shot pretty well. And season 2's climax is a little bit more exciting than season 1. It doesn't drag quite as much, but I was more invested in the story I think in season 1, because season 2 it's just kind of like Mick Taylor just doing his thing, stalking and killing people, which I'm somebody who's a fan of people like Jason Voorhees and Michael Myers and all that, but like those are just quick movies and just kind of like fun little times what they're going to do. And like, Mick Taylor's kind of similar thing. He's going around just stalking. He does it for the thrill of the hunt and because he's also, has more motivations to him than that. But the only new things that I felt like they really added that I liked was that we addressed that Mick Taylor has supernatural abilities.
The whole supernatural aspect was amazing. I was like, wow.
No, that's what I liked, because it's finally like, oh, he does have a weakness. This guy is seemingly unkillable.
And knowing he does have supernatural powers makes the whole series make sense, because there's so many times where Mick is like gets shot and you're like, why is he not dead? And now it all makes sense in it because they explain it.
Right, because they call him the Spirit Man.
Yeah, so now it all makes sense, because I always.
But he's beatable. That means he's beatable. He has a weakness. Something with the Aborigine chance. Like he was almost defeated, but they just got kind of cocky. But I mean, when Mick Taylor finally gets his comeuppance, hopefully either season 3 or they do inevitably the third film to end it all. because if he walks away from it and he survives, I'm like, where's the justice in this franchise? You know what I mean? Like, he has to die. He has to definitively be killed off. It has to be the most satisfying death in movie history. You know what I mean? It has to happen.
You know what I'm going to give season 2 out of 10? I'm going to give it a 9.5 because I loved it. I absolutely loved it. But I have to agree with you. The lead in season 1 was just so much better, right?
Yeah, I was more invested in her story than
all the pacing is way better in this season.
That's what I mean. Like, the pacing is improved in season 2, but season 1's lead character I was more invested in her story than really anybody else here.
I hope that Lucy Fry comes back for season 2.
Yeah, definitely. She was a good lead in the first season. Just see her kind of really develop and flesh out. You don't really get too much of that with the new season because like everyone's kind of just axed and killed off. It was kind of people who already like had this stuff in them.
As season 3 is more like an expansion of like you get to know things that you always wanted to know, but you never got to know. You know what I mean?
Right.
The whole supernatural side. How where Mick takes his prey, we never got to see that before. We got to see like all the stuff that was left out in the movies. It kind of fits the blanks type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yep. So we can either just end it on season 3 or just movie 3, completely wrap up the whole storyline,
I'm wondering if like it'll be like season 3. And then we'll get Wolf Creek 3, or if it'll be vice versa. I'm wondering how it's all going to
I would assume that they do season 3 of the series that leads right into movie 3, and then like you kind of pick up from there and just end the whole thing. Although I think I almost feel like you don't really need movie 3 because you got the TV show.
Yeah, but we already know that movie 3 is in pre-production, so they're already working on it. So.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see where it goes from here, but I want a satisfying ending to this franchise. Just Mick Taylor, just blow him up. Like, it has to be like it has to be a memorable death though. It can't be something weak and pathetic. This is a character who needs like the most epic death in like TV or movie history. You know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking about like some of my favorite like villain deaths in movies.
Oh, because let's face it.
They've built him up so well to be such a despicable human being.
Mick Taylor is the ultimate Australian serial killer. I mean, when you think Australian serial killers, it's him, right?
Right. Absolutely. Like, they've built him up so well. And John Jarrett is so good.
He is an icon. He's become a horror icon. Like,
he has.
With Freddy and stuff. Like, and that's what I like about him, because whenever, like, if I ever, like, my sister lives in Australia, and if I ever go there, I'm going to automatically think of him.
Yes.
Because the Outback is in my mind, in the back of my mind. And I love how his character is actually based on real serial killer. Well, 2 real serial killers in Australia, the Outback killer, Right. And I just love that because that makes him so much more real. But I just love that now we know why. Because people were complaining before that they were like, how is he getting shot in all these movies and hurt and he never dies? And now we get the whole supernatural explanation, which I just loved, It was so cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so I'm giving it a 9.5 out of 10. And I hope you enjoyed this review. And hopefully we'll be back again for Wolf Creek Season 3 and the 3rd movie, hopefully.
Right.
Whenever that comes out. I don't know when that's going to come out. Whenever it does, you'll be hearing it from us again. Anyway, have a great night. And
we got another video to record, so.